afternoon, Brian.
Brilliant. Alan, I pass the torch to you, sir. Take it away.
Thank you so much. Well, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to day 2 of TD SYNNEX Ontario Learning Network. I'm Alan McMillan, Director of Sales for Commercial East. I have the pleasure of kicking off today's event. Certainly we do. Firstly, we would like to thank all of you for taking the time to join us today. We truly do appreciate it and are certain you're going to find value in this afternoon's sessions. You know, it's an exciting time for us at TD SYNNEX as we work with you, our customers, and work with our vendor partners through the merger. The intent, of course, is to continue through with the least disruption to the business. Therefore, today we continue business as usual. However, throughout 2022, we will be moving towards integration, and we expect that to be done by the fall of 2022, if not sooner. I would like to thank our vendor partners for joining us this afternoon, as these events are not possible without their dedication and participation. Thanks to Adam from LG, Edgardo from Kyocera, George from NEC, Cindy and Karen from HPE Aruba, and Sean from Jabra. And again, to our reseller partners, thanks for investing your afternoon with us. And again, certainly hoping that you find value in today's presentations. With that, we'll kick off the first presentation with Adam from LG. Adam, over to you.
Hey, Adam, it's Brian. You're muted, my friend.
Who muted me? What's going on over here? All right, I'm off now. Thank you, Alan. I appreciate it. I'm just going to share my screen, and we'll be off to the races. Can someone give me control to share my screen?
You should have at the very top. It's Brian, by the way, Adam. At the very top on the right side, beside leave. Don't hit leave. You'll get share. Right. You good?
I'm good. I'm great. Thank you.
Fantastic, buddy. We're almost there. Now I can see it. I'll be quiet now.
Okay, so I'm going to jump right in for the sake of time. I just want to introduce myself. I'm Adam Balzicki. I'm the Senior Sales Manager for IT Products in Canada. I'm actually going to go forward one step. So what does IT Products mean for LG in Canada? So it's a great question. I get asked it quite a bit. So I cover our full line of monitors from our our 22-inch monitors all the way up to our 49-inch monitors. And that includes all our monitor brands like ultra-wide, ultra-fine, and ultra-gear. We also have a range of products that we have in our business solutions group, which is our thin and zero clients. We also have medical devices and displays, our award-winning Graham laptop line, as well as our ProBeam projector line. The other question I get asked a lot is why LG and what makes LG different. So in a number of areas, LG is a technology leader. Certainly in the monitor side, everyone's familiar with IPS technology. That is an LG technology, an innovation of ours. We continually invest in R&D. We have very strong quality and reliability in the market, and we're backed by a full global service and support network. And as a company, we live and die by our customers. We're incredibly customer focused. All of our solutions have the human element factored into them, and we want to provide extraordinary experiences for our customers and partners. Before I go a little bit more into the products, and I know we're in a hybrid work environment, and we have been for a number of months now, close to a year and a half actually. I get asked a lot around trends in the industry when it comes to monitors. So one of the things that I'll first start out is you're talking to your customers. 24-inch still remains the corporate standard. 22 is still available. We still actually have a 20-inch available, but 24-inch is dominant in the business market. However, we are seeing a trend to 27-inch, which is great. It certainly from a 27-inch and from a 27-inch 4K perspective, a lot of companies are now standardizing on that to give their employees a better experience, either in the office or at home. We're also seeing a huge amount of growth in the ultra-wide category. So again, in a hybrid environment, a lot of people are used to dual monitors, may not have the real estate at home to be able to support that. So being able to use a ultra-wide 34-inch instead of using maybe 224s is a very attractive option for a lot of our customers. As I mentioned, IPS is the dominant technology across most business quality monitors. The other piece is around ergonomics. When COVID originally happened, people were working from wherever they could, and that spawned a lot of issues with neck, arm, back issues around ergonomics, that caused us to go to the drawing board and come up with a full line of ergonomic monitors. And there's a good picture of the one to the right that have an integrated arm and tower. And typically in this space, you're looking at breaking out the screwdriver to be able to screw it into the back of the monitor and screw it into the desk. We know that's just not an option in a work from home environment. It needs to be easy to use and not permanently attached. So you can set this up without any tools required. It snaps into the back of the monitor, and then there's a clamp that clamps to the desk surface. And if you can use a corkscrew, it's the exact same type of feel. So if you can use a corkscrew to open a wine bottle, you can set up this monitor easily. The other piece is around USB-C and Thunderbolt connectivity. So I've been in the industry for some time. Docking stations were pretty prevalent at home, maybe not so much, but USB-C has kind of made the docking station almost irrelevant. You can plug all your devices into the back of your monitor and then connect your monitor with one cable, power all your accessories and video, and power your laptop as well. So we're seeing a huge demand for USB-C and for our Mac customers, Thunderbolt as well. I think it goes without saying, not just this industry, but all industries are affected by constraints. There's been a high demand for monitors due to COVID-19 and work from home. We have been able to prioritize our business customers and keep our supply chain moving pretty well throughout COVID. So I encourage you, if you are having issues or trouble meeting the demands for your customers, maybe with their current monitor provider, it is definitely worth a call or an email to me and my team to see if this is something we can help you with. I'm going to quickly go over some of our monitor solutions. This is our standard business catalog of monitors, 22, 24, and 27, with or without USB-C, although I do recommend USB-C for your customers, if nothing else than future-proofing. If they can't currently use it today, it is something they can definitely use in the future. So I would highly recommend going with those choices. In the bottom, there's a 27-inch 4K display. We have seen, this is probably the fastest growing area of the segment in business monitors, with a lot of people moving to the 27-inch 4K. So with a monitor like that and USB-C, you've got everything you need to be future-proofed as we move forward. In the middle, actually, is I want to draw your attention. That's the Ergo. That's in a 32-inch configuration, although it comes in 27 as well as 34-inch ultra wide. That's basically what the viewer experience looks like. So you saw the back before, now you're seeing the front. So you've got the tower. You can move this monitor in, out, up and down, left and right, whatever angle you want to get that perfect from an ergonomic perspective. The other product I'd like to let you guys know about is a unique product that's a 43-inch. And why is it unique? It can actually take 4 separate inputs. It's got 4 controllers into it, and you can then cascade those in this case into quadrants. So you can have 4 different inputs coming in. This is a favorite product for a number of industries, but one is finance. Being able to have multiple stations hooked up to one monitor, and it's also very price competitive for the size, the resolution, as well as having 4 controllers built into it. The last category, and I mentioned this off the top, is around ultra wide for business. So gone are the days when ultra wide was considered more of a luxury. It absolutely can replace a dual monitor scenario. And we make them in 34, 38, and 49 inch, either curved or flat, depending on what the customer is looking for. However, in the 38 and the 49, because of the size, we're just looking at a curved screen. So with a 34, you can replace dual monitors. 38, you can replace larger dual monitors, and the 49 will actually do 3 screens. So it's in that picture, it's showing 2, but we have most of our customers, or a lot of them, use it in a 3 in a split system, so you can have 3 displays in one. Okay, moving on from monitors, I'd like to talk about our Gram line of notebooks. You may not know that LG has a laptop line, although for some who have been in the industry for a long time, you may remember LG being in laptops in the past. Gram was launched in Canada in 2020 for the first time. It's been in other markets for many years before. And for 2021, we've improved upon some areas that our customers felt we could better. However, one thing that stays the same with Gram is its core value. Is this is an ultra light, very long battery life, and a large high resolution premium screen that than what you typically get in a Windows laptop. This is a business quality product.
Carry on, Adam.
Sorry, something dropped on my end. Okay, this is a business quality product. And has all the features that business customers have come to expect. We have been able to shrink the bezel, improve the cooling, and upgraded the keyboard. I'm not going to go too much into the speeds and feeds, although they are in here. If there are some questions at the end, I can certainly go into specific specs, but needless to say, we've spec'd these to the 9s for the Canadian market. Gone are the days where 8 gigabytes of RAM will suffice. These all come standard with 16. Large batteries, almost double what our competitors. And when you look at the weight, you'll absolutely be astonished. So the Gram gets its name from the 14-inch, which is under 1 kilogram, and our 17-inch is under 3 pounds. So if you recall 17-inch notebooks from long ago, this is not that. This is an ultra thin, ultra light, less than 3 pounds, so lighter than many 14-inch notebooks, and it fits into a bag, a 15-inch laptop case. So that gives you a good sense of size. This is, it is a large screen, but it is a more compact notebook than what you might expect. The other piece that I want to talk about from an LG perspective that's fueling a work from home environment is our cloud devices. So these are thin and zero clients. They come in a number of configurations. We've had huge demand over the last year and a half around companies investigating and investing in thin client infrastructures for their remote workers, for security, and for continuity. So we have mobile devices, desktop devices, but where I think our strong and unique value proposition is in the all-in-one space. So we are a leader in all-in-one thin clients. We have 24, 27, 34, and 38-inch models. These are high quality screens with essentially the thin client embedded in the back. You'd be hard pressed to be able to tell it from a regular one of our monitors. And as I mentioned, we do have traditional desktop types as well. We work with all the major VDI technology providers as well. If you haven't been exposed to iGel yet, I certainly recommend you take a look at them. And we are an iGel ready partner. They have been growing. They've been around for a long time, but they've been growing very strong during COVID and work from home scenarios. And lastly, I want to touch on our LG ProBeam line of business projectors. LG has been in projection for quite. We've revamped our entire line of projectors. So all of our business projectors are laser based. So no longer the days of bulbs. These have, you know, a long life, and even as the product ages, the brightness will degrade over time, but they still can be used. So you're not having a bulb to replace at any given time. These are high brightness projectors, so 5,000 lumens, so enough to be bright in a room with the lights on. And they come in a number of resolutions. So in the 5,000 lumen category, it's HD and 4K, and then in 6,000 is 4K. We are actively putting more innovation and R&D into this line, so you can expect to see more models appear in next year to satisfy a number of other use cases like short throw, 4,000 lumen category, and others. So from a performance perspective, a price perspective, and size, these are all smaller, way less than our competitors, and have very low maintenance attached to them because of the technology that we've chosen and we continue to innovate in. So if you haven't thought of LG in the projection space, I certainly encourage you to investigate us and certainly reach out if you have more questions. Lastly, I just want to touch on some resources that are available to you. We've relaunched our B2B partner portal in 2021. This has all the latest news and product information, co-marketing materials, everything you would need to use our to understand our solutions, as well as have information that that's customer ready that you can provide. So I encourage everyone to sign up today. You can go to partner.lge.com. If you can't remember the rest, it'll automatically find Canada and you'll be off. You can sign up in the top right-hand corner. The other two pieces is around our digital showroom, where you can see all of our products. That is both partner and customer ready. So make sure you are on our business site. So the top right-hand corner, when you go to our main site, we'll say consumer. You click on business, and then you'll have our full access to all of our business products. The other one is our digital showroom, where you can see our products in business environments and spaces to be able to, and this again is completely customer ready. So you can feel confident sending this to customers. They can look at different verticals and how those solutions can be used. So I want to thank you again for the opportunity to speak with you today. I can be reached at adam.belzicki@lge.com, and I'd be happy at this point to answer any questions.
Adam, and I'd be happy to ask those questions. But
not set up at all.
None whatsoever. First question
Exactly.
from our viewing population, and it shoots right from the hip. Question for the LG Gram: do you have stock?
Yes, we do. Absolutely. We've been able to maintain our stock levels throughout COVID, and they're airshipped into the country so we can avoid things like port blockages and fires in the west and floods and all other things that prevent supply lines from being open. So we do have stock as we speak.
Look at you covering all the bases. So whoever asked that question, get your order into your ISR at TD SYNNEX to avoid the queue. The next question, which is relative: how does the LG Gram laptop help enable the concept of work from anywhere?
Yeah, and I think that's a big thing when we talk about hybrid work environments. Really, you're working from anywhere, so it needs to be light. You need to be able to carry it easily. It needs to have long battery life. So we've put double the amount of battery in that you typically find. We can enable a full 24-hour workday, which is talked about, but the only way to do it is by putting the power or the battery in to be able to support it. So we've done that. And having a big bright screen, so you can work without a monitor on our 16-inch and 17-inch Gram. So you really can work from anywhere and not be missing out on perhaps an office or a work from home scenario.
Excellent. And work from home, it's the thing. I hear it more often than anything else when I'm out there. How can LG optimize space connectivity and ergonomics in this new environment?
Yeah, if you remember back to the beginning of the presentation, I talked a little bit about our Ergo line. So that really sums up all of it. So no docking station required. It's got full USB-C connectivity. You can plug all your accessories into it, your webcam, your keyboard, your mouse, one cable to connect it over USB-C. You've got full ergonomic control over the placement. Move it up, move it down, 360-degree movement of that product. And you've also clearing your space of your desk. So you're clamping it to the desktop, which frees up all that room underneath and around the monitor. All the cables are managed through the back, through the tower. So it's a nice, clean environment as well.
Look at you covering all the bases. Now, you've mentioned thin clients and cloud devices. Why are companies interested in these again?
Yeah, I mean, if you're enabling a work from home workforce, security and reliability becomes a major concern. You can't just go to IT anymore. You're at home. And from a security perspective, thin clients are still the most secure devices that we have as an endpoint. Companies are actively deploying these right now as a way to secure their endpoints and to prevent issues. So if a thin client desktop has an issue, you are worrying about that on the server side. All these devices have no fans or moving parts built into them, so they can easily be deployed, and there's not much to fix when you have you've got the OS on the server. And there's nothing moving. It's basically just RAM inside these devices.
Super cool. And I've one last question, and I've had quite a lifetime in the AV space. LG's investing in projectors. Don't you guys make large format screens? What's going on there?
Yeah, that's a good one because I get asked it a lot. So are we competing with ourselves? Well, not really. We see projection alongside our large format signage and large displays. So to be able to do 4K at 300 inches, which is what our 4K projector can do, and the price point of that product versus a 300-inch display, there's really not much cross-shopping going on at that point. You're looking at a video wall, which we do make, but a projector is still a very cost-effective way to get a large screen. The other piece of it is, and LG is going through an office renovation right now. We're rethinking what meeting rooms look like. They're getting bigger. People need to be spaced out. And again, it's a very cost-effective way to put a large display in a room. You don't need to dim the lights anymore. These projectors can all be used with the lights on. We still see large displays in those rooms for doing huddle work or things like that, but for larger rooms, projectors are still very effective.
And you guys would know, dynamite stuff, Adam. Those are all the questions I have. We, as always, thank you for participating. It's always great to see you, sir.
Thank you very much, Brian. Appreciate it.
Anytime.